something else. It was another one that talked about how, I think it's in the Psalms, where it talks about how the Lord will deliver us from the famine when the famine hits. It's one of Job. It was one of the Psalms. I want to say it was like 37 or 39 maybe. Psalms 37 and 19 or something like that.
Psalms 37 and 19, they shall not be ashamed at the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied.
Hey, Psalm was that Sirach 2 and 10, you know. Look at our fathers of the generations of old. Did ever that trust in the Lord, were they ever confounded? You know, were they ever abandoned? The Lord delivered them out of every situation, man.
When in these interactions, man. You know, whether it's an interaction with righteousness, if somebody confronts you that you off to humble and you win that because you humble them, or you have to deliver a judgment to somebody, you know, that you have the strength to deliver it, you know, boldly, making known the ways of the Heavenly Father. You know, a beast went upon anything, every interaction, that he be with you to guide you, that you can be righteous in that situation.
And Connor, what you said about the beast, the scriptures tell you that the beasts are going to be at peace with you.
Yeah.
You know, the Most High can put the spirit on the animals that's rampant out here when all hell breaks loose to be following you and protecting you, man.
That's Job 5. They say that in Job 5 too.
This is Psalms chapter 33 and verse 18. Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death, and to keep them alive in famine. Our soul waited for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. For our heart shall rejoice in him, because we have trusted in his holy name. Let thy mercy, O Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, be upon us, according as we hope in thee. Hey, shit. That's heavy right there. That's it.
Yeah, man. Our hope and trust is in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. You know? That's why the Lord told us that, hey, fear not, Jacob, thou worm.
Yeah,
I will save thee.
Hey, kind. Because really, and he said it because when you look at that scripture, it says, fear not, thou Jacob, thou worm. Hey, because a worm is what? A worm is defenseless, man. You know, a worm, it has nothing but predators, man. It's a prey. You know, where the birds eat worms, you know, the insects eat worms, you know, everything. Fish eat worms. So all these animals eat the worms, but what? The deeper the worm goes within that ground, you know, within the roots of that soil, just like us, the deeper we go within the word, you know, understanding and wisdom, hey, then the more that worm is protected, the least likely it is for that worm to be plucked up out that dirt, man.
Further into that secret place.
Yeah, God.
This is our hiding place right here, man. We're gonna go right into this soil, man. You know?
Gosh. And really, when you look at worms too, because you know it's a lot of worms in the worm family, so to speak, and caterpillars are part of that, man. And when that worm, you know, it gets into that chrysalis or that silk that cocoon, you know what? It transforms, which is just like the elect, man. The elect are gonna be transformed. That's why the scriptures say, hey, what? In the twinkling of the eye, their bodies shall be changed, man. Because they go from worms unto what? Unto butterflies or to moths. You know, unto things with wings, man. And the scriptures tell you that too. Hey, we're gonna mount up with wings as eagles, man. You know?
We get the victory over death.
Hey, matter of fact, get that. Isaiah, was that Isaiah 40?
Yep, 40 and the last 31.
But start up a few verses. Because we're feeble. We're just like the worm. We don't have our own strength. We have maybe a little bit, like the scriptures say, you know, exercise profit of little. So we have a little bit of strength, and not every brother has that strength. But you're gonna have those that are weak.
Yep.
But when the Lord morphs you, you're gonna have the ultimate strength, man. You know.
Isaiah 40:29. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increases strength.
Yep.
Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall.
And that young man, he's in that corruptible, that terrestrial, that's susceptible to get weary and tired and sickly.
Chains of darkness.
Yeah, the chains of darkness, man. And that's what the sons of God, that's their earnest expectation. Is to be transformed, man. You know?
But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint.
Man. Go from that little worm, you know, just a little microorganism to a God on earth, one of the gods on earth. You know, a prince of the power, man, which that's what we are. But the Lord's going to restore us back to that perfected state.
Come on, bro, you go from nothing to something minute, something used as bait to get other animals. You know, to what? To becoming magnified, man. To becoming a beautiful creature. Because when you look at insects and things like butterflies, man, those are beautiful creatures, man. You know, the patterns of their wings, you know, the way that they fly. The colors. You know, that's really the elect, man.
They flutter more than fly.
Yeah.
Just when you hold one, it's so delicate. How the hell is that able to fly?
Yeah, bro.
If you look at the silkworm, man, they used to treat the silkworm back in the ancient days as more than precious than gold.
Kind, bro, kind.
You know?
Yep. That's true.
Yeah. And that's going to be us. We're going to be more precious than fine gold.
Yep.
More than the silkworm.
You said Ophir?
Ophir,
yeah.
That insect is able to now live its full life, man. You know, it's actually able to be praised in a way, man. You know, which will be the elect, man. You know. That's how you go.
Isaiah chapter 54, verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. And
Because the angels are encamped around us, protecting us through the spirit of Yahweh Shai. If he gave sanction to do that.
And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord.
Oh, get Revelation 11, around like the fifth or sixth verse, real quick.
Revelation chapter
This is the heritage of the prophets right here.
11, chapter 11, verse, I'll start at verse 5.
These have power.
Verse 6. These have power to shut heaven when it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over waters to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will.
Go ahead.
And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascendeth out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them, and shall overcome them and kill them.
Now, the point was getting into the prophets.
Yep.
They had the abilities to do supernatural things, and that was through the power of the Holy Spirit, man, that came upon those men. Okay. Where's that? Where it says these have the power to cause fire to come down? That might have been in another chapter, maybe.
Yeah, I'm looking further down in that chapter. I think it's in this chapter.
Yeah, I want to say it's in there. Yeah, verse 5, bro. That's why I had you start at 5. You started at 6.
I was going to start at 5.
Yeah.
It says, verse 5. It says, and if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth and devour their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed.
Yeah. And then read that again. Yeah.
These have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over waters to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will.
And that's the heritage of the prophets, man. Basically, what prophet was known to turn water into blood? You know, and cause plagues to just totally just savage a whole entire empire, man, of people. Moses was given that power. Who caused a fire to come down? Elijah. You know? And Moses was he was a humble dude. You know? He had a speech impediment and everything. He was a real humble dude, man. But look at the power that he had, man. The Most High used that humble soul to cause all type of wonders that had them
He did the.
them Egyptians bugging the hell out, man.
He's showing a lot of power.
You know, you better believe they was fearing Moses, man. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
When they saw those serpents get eaten up by his staff, man, you already know. Them Egyptians, man, they was bugging the hell out, man. You know? Yeah.
Luke chapter 10, verse 19. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall be any means hurt you. Notwithstanding, in this rejoice not that the spirits are subjected unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven.
Hey, where was that at?
Hey.
Luke 10, come.
Yeah, that means that your name is famous in the spiritual realm, man. If you one of the brothers that got that kind of power, man, hey, your name
It's in the book of life.
is in the book of life, man. You're one of those chosen from before the foundation of the planet Earth, man. Those are the men that's gonna be given that power. You know? So hey, when the enemy do come against those men, they ain't got nothing to worry about. The Lord's gonna lift up that standard, man. You know, the Lord's gonna reveal himself from heaven the moment this devil try to touch the apple of his eye. And one thing about your eye, the Lord created your eye with eyelids to keep it protected from anything getting into it. And anything that moves towards it or threatens it, the natural reflex is for it to flap or to blink to keep something from entering into it or threatening it, man. And that's why you have the eyelashes, because if whatever comes to it, the hair might capture, the gnat or the particle or whatever from entering into your eye.
Even when something does get in your eye naturally waters to protect, to continue to protect.
Come.
Wash it out.
Yeah.
Most High is way out with it, man. That's how the Lord sees his elect, man. You're the apple of my eye, man. I would jump in with a reflex and protect you, man. I will protect you. Hey, I'll protect mine. You know,
with divine intervention.
And we're his wife. We're married unto him. Would you not protect your wife? You wish a nigga would try to touch your woman. You know? In the scripture?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It was basically when the Most High was talking, Peter was writing about the Most High saying that we have to give our burdens and our infirmities unto Him. But He wants those weaknesses in us, so He can step in and make us whole. We glory in our infirmities. That's the one. That's the verse. That's the glory. Yeah. That where I find that.
It's 2 Corinthians 11 and 29. Who is weak, and am I not weak?
Yeah.
Who is offended?
Hey, we're weak. We got to change the darkness on, man. We got stony hearts. We're not ready for the battle alone. As a man on earth without the Most High and without His Spirit, we're not moderator to handle this situation. But because of him stepping in and giving us those shortcomings, if you will, you know, we'll be ready. Or the elect will be ready. Lord willing, we're of the elect, right?
Continue. And who is offended and I burn? Who is offended and I burn not? If I must needs glory, I will glory of the things which concern my infirmities.
My weaknesses.
God, the power and our Father of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, which is blessed forevermore, knoweth that I lie not.
Because we ask the Most High to step in and make our shortcomings our strong points, or to shore up those areas, man. And we need Him for that. And He glories in that, the fact that we will call upon Him, we would acknowledge our weak points and call upon Him to sew those up, so to speak. You know. So that shows the level of His power and the level of our faith to trust and believe in Him like that.
The 2 Corinthians 12:9, and he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness.
Yep.
Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory.
Because what's our strength? What's our strength out here? Having the name of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. Having that hedge of protection. The angels encamped. All of this is our protection. We're weak. We're physically weak. On the inside, we have weaknesses, but His Spirit is what will make all of that, make us whole to be able to do the job that He gave us to do.
Apostle Paul said, it's through Yahweh Shai, I could do all things through Yahweh Shai that strengthens me.
Right.
And Yahweh Shai is the conduit of the Spirit.
Right.
All right?
Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Yahweh Shai may rest upon me. Therefore, I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions, in distresses, for Yahweh Shai's sake. For when I am weak, then am I strong.
When I am weak, because of the Spirit of the Heavenly Father, through Yahweh Shai, am I made strong. Okay? So without this wisdom, you can't be strong.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
You know?
Hey, because really, without this truth, you have a certain way, you have a certain mentality, man. Like, in this world, if something don't fall through, you automatically in panic mode. You just like, okay, well, what am I going to do? Like like a woman, you watch a woman, when something goes wrong, she starts to panic, a panic attack. They don't know what the hell to do. And this thing, we dealing with the spirit, man.
Scriptures tell us, make not haste in time of trouble, and which is exactly what the brother talking about. Don't panic. Use wisdom, apply wisdom. Think, man. Filter it throughout the scriptures.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, and did I call for somebody to get us the scripture? Which one? He lost me.
That's all I read, Revelation.
Matthew chapter 17, verse 20. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you.
Hey, and in a nutshell, analogetically, we're doing that to the mountain of Babylon. We're asking the Heavenly Father to remove this place, and we're watching Him do it. And eventually, when the missiles hit, it's literally going to be removed. The whole power structure, as well as the actual mountains that are in the land of America, are going to be removed. Okay? And it started with us chanting to the Heavenly Father about it. I hate to say chanting, but we're calling on Him and rejoicing in this day.
Hey, Khan, to go back to the scriptures, because the brother quoted Jacob thou worm, man. Hey, another job of a worm is to do what? Is to decompose, man. To break it down, man. And that's exactly what we're doing through the Spirit, man. We're decomposing the structure of America. We're breaking down the structure of America through what? Through preaching, man. Hey, by the scriptures say through the foolishness of preaching, man. Khan.
Yeah, hey, we are like the worms to this hellhole, man.
And we're all in the midst of it.
Yeah.
Breaking it down from the inside, right? Shutting it
Because
down.
it's the word that's breaking it down.
That's right.
He told Prophet Jeremiah, basically, he basically said, "I'll set you this day over the nations to pluck and pull down and to uproot and to destroy." But how is that possible? How did Jeremiah pull down the Babylonian Empire?
Right.
All he did was go out there and just prophesy, and then the Babylonians came and brought Jerusalem down.
Yeah.
So what did the Most High mean by telling Jeremiah, "I'll put you over the nations to pluck, to pull down"? I think it's in Jeremiah the 1st chapter. No, basically what he meant was, I'm gonna use you to declare what I'm gonna do to this country, what I'm gonna do to this empire. The Lord is using us to declare to Esau that his empire is being brought down. Prophesying against Mount Seir, man, prophesying against Babylon the Great. That Babylon's gonna be thrown down with violence, like John the Revelator prophesied, man. You got it? You found it? You start there.
This is Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 4.
And reasons like this is the reason why you had Pharaoh trying to eliminate the babies. You had Herod trying to eliminate, the male children under the age of 2. And this is why they tried to put Parenthood all throughout the country, and that's why they want Planned Parenthood in all the third world countries. Because the elites know that their prophets had to come back, man. You think the Most High is going to allow you to do that, man? There's no counsel against the Most High, man. None of your devices can work. All right? Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 4. Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
And that's what we are. And as the rest of the prophets, man. Isaiah said, what was that? Isaiah 8, where it says, I and the men like thee are we're as a sign.
Yeah.
We're as a wonder. All the prophets are a wonder, man, to the nations. Because we're here to prophesy their end. We're here to give them the eschatology of their future. Hey, your economy is gonna crash. It's gonna be race riots in the midst. People gonna be dying of famine. You're gonna have civil war, civil unrest, sedition, concentration camps. There's gonna be plagues, pestilence, diseases, people dying by the millions. And that's why, they're working to try to, get rid of us. This is why they're gonna try to, build a case against us falsely. They got the false accusers in the cut, making false reports about us, taking our words and basically entangling our words. Try to make us say
videos,
try to edit and make it seem like we're saying something that we're not saying. We already know, hey, we're not ignorant to Satan's devices. They're gonna try to build a false case against the real prophets of the Lord. But hey, fear not, Jacob, thou worm. This is why he's hesitant to just move on us on a sudden. Because the Lord is going to lift up that standard, man. And that's what he fears, man. That's why the elites, they're trying to wait till they're all situated. They got their underground bunkers ready to go, that they can hide from the fury of the Lord, but still unleash you know, their agenda and their job to basically try to take away the Lord's myth. To try to put us to death, or to try to get us to denounce our power, and to try to chip us, man. He got all these things under his sleeves, man. You know. So there's a reason why he wants to. Hey, Revelation 12, man, the accuser of our brethren is brought down, man. You know, because he's gonna try to come against those that have the testimony against us. Those are the prophets, man. All the prophets of old are back, and they're all prophesying against Mount Seir.
That's right.
All of them. Okay? They all check Babylon down. Even brothers that's not in Babylon are prophesying against Babylon.
And against the beast.
And against the beast. Which is Esau's power structure on earth. Alright? No matter where you go in the world, the Lord got his prophets risen up, man.
Right.
It will be without excuse.
That's it. You finish that, brother? Jeremiah?
Verse 6. Want me to continue from 6 on to the...
Yeah, read down to like verse 9 or 10.
Verse 6. Then said I, Lord, power, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child.
And going back to the underdogs.
King David announced.
King David, you know, all the underdogs, man. Jeremiah was young.
Yeah.
Well, look at his occupation.
Yeah.
Moses also.
Powerful, man.
Moses also, right? He had like you said, he had that speech impediment. He was an underdog.
Come on.
He was the younger brother of Aaron.
Yeah. Aaron was actually the what you
elder.
call the intelligent one. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 7. But the Lord said unto me, say not, I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak. Be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Then
and did the Lord deliver Jeremiah? Yeah. Because you had our own people that was trying to kill him. You know, you had it to where he got hung down into a dungeon upside down, man. With mud at the bottom. They were trying to torture him. But then the spirit came on, I forget who that was, but he was basically saying like, hey, you might want to, you know, kind of chill out, man. That's a prophet right there, man. You might want to let him up out of that dungeon, and guess what? The king sent the order for them to pull him up out of there.
I remember that.
He was delivered out of his situation. But he caught holy hell, man, trying to deliver the message to Israel. And who's the main people giving us hell?
Who was the main people giving Jeremiah hell in that time?
That's why he said, pray not for this people, man.
Yeah.
Really lift up a cry of prayer for him, man.
Yeah. It's going to be our own people that's going to, you know, work with this devil to come against us.
Hey,
I could tell, like, these Christian niggas, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them that's going to try to, you know, build a case, man. All them emotional ass niggas that's confederate with Esau, man. You know, we have no king but Caesar.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 9. Then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And the Lord said unto me, behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant.
And did Jeremiah actually pluck up the Babylonian Empire? Did he physically do it? No. Did he destroy the Babylonians? No. But he prophesied it. Hey, so hey, we're over the nations, starting with the elder apostles on down. This occupation is the highest occupation known to man on the earth. This is the most powerful position that you could actually hold as a man on earth, man. A
Powerful
prophet.
office or job, however you want to look at position.
Because a prophet is the divine communication to a people. Because the Most High is actually dealing with a prophet.
Con.
He's speaking through the prophet.
Con, the kings were scared of the prophets.
Come.
You know?
Why you think King David didn't cuss out Nathan when Nathan cussed his ass out?
Yeah.
Right.
You ain't finna cuss out the prophet, man.
Yeah, con,
Let
con.
our man fall back, don't even trip.
What they say?
Yeah.
Do you come in peace?
Yeah, con.
When the prophets would come to a town or city,
Yeah.
the majority of the time, prophets was not bringing no good news.
Yeah, man. Who had something? That was it?
Yeah, I read 12:20.
Hey, and so we are over the nations, man. And right now, Esau Edom is the top nation. So hey, we're prophesying against Esau Edom. And we're giving him a sentence. We're sentencing him, we're giving him his judgment because of what he done on the planet Earth. You know? And what are we condemning him with? The word?
This is the judgment, this is the standard that we're judging you by. Did you do this? Oh, you did. This is the penalty for this. So that's what the judgment you did.
Yep.
And Esau's guilty of all charges.
Everything, man. Everything, man. Hey, he's guilty of breaking all. He transgressed against the whole book.
Yeah, hey, throw the whole book at him.
Throw the book at him, right? Throw the book at him. What does that analogy mean? That means all the laws, you're guilty of everything.
Guilty of everything.
Hey,
This man destroys your basic human God-given rights. You're supposed to drink clean water. You're supposed to breathe clean air. This dude, he pollutes every damn thing, man.
Your food and your
Pollutes
shelter.
food.
and when you say throw the book at them, that also means all the punishments and judgments
Yeah.
in that book.
Yeah, he didn't have an issue throwing a book at us. We broke some punk ass penal code or you know whatever law that he got established. You know, you don't think that he's gonna get the book thrown at him for breaking every law in the scriptures, especially after he took the covenant in his mouth.
That's right, yeah. But
You,
if
hey,
anybody add
you
or
made
take
yourself
away,
accountable now.
Yeah.
Because you done took on this book now.
anybody
You put a
that
curse
adds
on
to the
yourself,
book,
E.
Anybody that add or take away the words out of this book shall get the judgments that are written in this book. That's what he's gonna get.
You add to it, you take away from it. Yeah, you got a penalty.
Some both.
Yeah, because he swears on this book and this court system. He made this book, the Bible, as the rock of his, of his whole, America, in 1983.
Swearing presidents.
Inaugurations.
Yeah.
That's how he's taking this book, this covenant, taking it unto himself. But he don't read the laws, man. He don't follow them. You know?
Yeah. That's why I don't see how you Christians can support a motherfucker like Donald Trump. You know? Somebody get Proverbs 5 and 22.
Can I hit this right quick that you called earlier?
Yep.
Isaiah chapter 8, I'm going to start up at, matter of fact, I'll start at verse 7. Verse 16, it says, bind up the testimony, seal the law among my disciples. And I will wait upon the Lord Yahweh that hideth his face from the house of Jacob, and I will look for him. Because the 2/3 he can't find. They're not seeking what they look for, but the election never obtained. Verse 18, behold, I and the children whom the Lord Yahweh hath given me are for signs and for wonders in Israel. From the Lord Yahweh of hosts, which dwelleth in Mount Zion. Yep.
Oh, and we can't forget when Yahweh Shai, when he conversed with his disciples, he told them that whatsoever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Right? Is all the real prophets of the Lord? They all have that power. And what is the ultimate consensus on the judgment for Esau?
Oh yeah, he's gonna destroy.
That this motherfucker is guilty as charged. He's gonna be destroyed for breaking every law written in the book. Okay? You're gonna go down for all your hostility against Jacob, all the bloodshed, or the removing of landmarks. Okay?
Yeah.
All the the kidnapping, the slave trafficking that you did,
Took the apple of his eye.
blaspheming,
Trying to hurt the holy prophets.
yeah, blaspheming the Holy Spirit, blaspheming His tabernacle.
Yeah.
Well, 70 AD, all of that, taking the gold out of the temple, all that.
Profaning the temple.
Yeah.
All the way down to something as, 40 lashes? The worst penalty? This man exceeds that number. You know? Everything he does has broken the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. He has to be judged by those
They
penalties.
crucified the Lord. The
Himself.
damn Romans.
You know? That matters too.
Ooh, they got.
Hey, because even though our people sanctioned it, was like,
Yeah.
and was the pilot that didn't want to do it?
Yeah, probably didn't want to
Right?
do it.
He was like, I don't see no guilt in this man. But guess what? When they said persecute him anyway, the Romans didn't have to go with that. He could have gave the order to not,
Shit, those
the king.
bloodthirsty animals.
But
Oh,
then that's what I'm saying. They were like, oh, y'all, that's what y'all want?
Yeah.
All right. When they said, because they saw that it pleased the Jews, to kill the prophets, when after they
These
killed
were
John
Uncle.
the Baptist,
These
let's
were
go
the,
get another one.
These were the Uncle Toms, that was down with the Romans.
These were the Geno Jennings of that day.
Right.
That's why Yahweh Shai cussed their ass out. You are of your father the devil. The lust of your father you will do, for he is a murderer from the beginning, and bold not in the truth.
Why did we go to
But is a liar and the father of it. Get that in Proverbs.
Proverbs 5 and
And
22?
this is what we declaring to Esau, man. Go ahead.
Proverbs 5 and 22. His own iniquities shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins.
He shall be holding with the cords of his sins, man. Hey, you have you make a necklace or a cord or whatever to hang around your neck. You can make it out of different substances. Esau, his necklace or his rope, I should say, is made of all the transgressions and sins that he's committed on the planet Earth since his existence. He's going to have to be held to it. Okay? Like, you literally you're going to be hanged with your own iniquities, man. You're going to get yourself lynched for all the evils that you've done.
That you brought upon yourself.
That's why it makes sense that judgment got to come down upon them double for 1,000 years. Because that's the probable amount of time that will be needed to execute all the judgment that he actually deserves. So another precept.
Come. This is Psalm 75 and 7. But Yahweh is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he poureth out of the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them.
What's the dregs? It's like the concentrated super, it's the part that settles at the bottom. All right? When you get a new fruit juice or whatever, it says shake before opening. But if you don't shake it, all of the main stuff is sitting at the bottom. concentrated part. Well, that's the part that the dregs that the devil gonna have to drink. All that part that's settled at the bottom, the worst of the worst, you gotta drink that down. You in the nation, you gotta drink that down.
And it's the heaviest part of the drink too.
Yeah.
You know, because it sinks to the bottom, man.
Yeah.
So what Esau got take the heaviest judgment, man.
Bitter is the most bitter part.
God.
That's why, you know, like to start with the elder apostles, they always say that the other nations, they're going to have it bad, but they're not going to have it as bad as Esau. Esau is going to get the worst of the worst of it. He's going to get the bad end of the judgment. All right, the nations, they're going to ultimately catch a break. Esau ain't getting no break, man. He's going to be constantly getting fucked up, man. Constantly. You just the thought of an Edomite and just remembering the shit that he did when he was in power, man. It's gonna make you want to damn near go and you know, fulfill Obadiah 18 quick.
You
You know?
know, be like, this 1,000 years taking too goddamn long. I'm sick of this.
Hell yeah, man.
We're gonna be in power at that time.
Hey, that's why it says in Lamentations, be glad, rejoice and be glad, O daughter. Somebody get it.
Yep.
Lamentations 4 and 22. Because he specifically got a drink of the cup, ultimately. You know? And even the other nations suffered under Esau, man.
Yeah.
The whole world.
The whole world did.
Animals.
That's why he gonna catch it the worst, because even the other nations are gonna be in on jacking his ass up, man. Little red pieces of shit, man.
I got it. Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21, it says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. I will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit upon the iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
You will visit upon thine iniquity. Going back to that in Proverbs 5 and 22. He shall be holding with the cord of his sins, man. Meaning he gonna be bound with his iniquities. And his iniquities is what's gonna get him that 1,000 years of getting their ass whooped. Getting tortured, getting tormented. You know? He gonna receive those curses, man.
Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 77. Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like as a field covered with the bushes and a path thereof covered with thorns that no man may travel through. He said he's gonna make Edom most desolate. Right? It is left undressed, it is cast into the fire to be consumed therewith. And he gets the judgment. He gets to keep that. His judgment is bound to him.
Okay. What is that? Proverbs 16. The wicked is created for the day of evil.
16:4.
And there's also one in Job where it says that he's reserved unto the day of wrath, destruction. You know. Yep.
Job 18 and 16. His root shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. He shall be driven from light into darkness, and chased out of the world. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwellings.
This is talking about extermination. All right. If you don't have a nephew, you don't have any male in your family to carry on your posterity, your family tree, so to speak. That's where your line is cut off. The Lord said He will cut off man and beast from Esau, man. That means what? Obadiah 1 and 18. There shall be no remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. So that means the Lord's going to cut off his posterity, man. You know? They're going to get destroyed.
Fuck y'all niggas, man.
Was there more?
Verse 20, they that come after him shall be astonished at his day as they that went before were affrighted. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not Yahweh.
Yeah, that's his heritage. All right? The Lord's going to lay that shit waste, man. You know? And we won't give a damn if you say this is hate speech, man. Hey, the Boston City page just got a warning. So, and we already know the campaign, bro. It's been years, you know, like that channel never gets.
They got a warning or a strike?
They got a warning.
Damn,
so the next offense is gonna be a strike. You know.
Damn, I got a warning too. I didn't even know. I didn't think.
How long ago?
It was a video that it was when just me and you was out on the strip, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, we probably
This was years ago. Yeah, they try to get videos from way back and shit. You know,
they started from the first video, then
right.
moving down. Listen,
They're probably running them through a new algorithm to see for search for different words, keywords.
I had a video with the title Esau and then it got deleted. They didn't even give me a warning. It's just not there anymore, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
The video's gone.
That's why they don't but like that nigga say that nigga
Bitch ass E.
Bitch ass E or
Yeah, you just say E.
yeah,
You say I do me.
You gotta say Mose and
Yeah, you gotta.
yeah.
can't say almost.
I still put Esau on my titles though. I just
too.
love giving him that true identity, man. That's his proper nationality, man. But hey, that name is associated with all manner of negativity. That shit is like a slur
Right.
to be called what the fuck they
Hey,
are.
you know what it is? It's his natural born name. It's like calling Jake niggas, but that's your natural born name.
His name is a
Wasted
byword.
away.
Yeah, come.
But you a walking byword, man.
Wasted
You
away.
are a wasted motherfucker, man. You're a destroyer, man. You know?
You are
The
rich.
scriptures say you profane, you're a fornicator, you're base, you're viler than the earth,
You're a liar.
you're a liar, deceiver, you're the devil, you're the Satan,
You're the wicked.
the wicked.
Yeah. You got a lot of monikers, bro.
They're all bad.
All negative.
All negative.
Nothing good to be said about you.
Nothing.
Hey, there's sodomites that's gonna be destroyed, but they're gonna come back and have an inheritance of your ass.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna have shit, man. Imagine, picture that, man. You know? We gonna treat Elam better than you. Elam worships goddamn rats and shit, man.
Cows.
Motherfuckers that worship cows, they gonna have it better than you.
I was gonna say he don't have it better.
You know? Yeah, man. Don't give a damn if you flag our shit, man. This word still gonna go out, man. Hey, just because you shut down the internet, it doesn't mean that the Lord is not gonna make good on his word. Like, it still don't stop nothing. Yeah. The word's still gonna play out, man. You ain't in control of this.
And that's part of the prophecy. That you would do that.
Yeah.
So it's not like he didn't expect.